Okay, I'm going to go through the question with the help me solve this and just explain the help me solve this, so hopefully this will help understand the question. Okay, so Edward the entrepreneur takes 2 hours to cut a lawn and he cuts 1,000 lawns per year. He uses solar powered equipment, truck and mower that will last forever, and he could be sold at any time for $20,000. Edward could earn $12 per hour as a podiatrist. The interest rate is 10%. Okay, so it's telling you all that stuff because his opportunity cost is $12 per hour as a podiatrist. And oh, by the way, I think this helped me solve this actually changed his dollar per hour, right? So it's giving you a different, the original one here was $15 per hour, but then this helped me solve this. They've changed it to $12 an hour. So just be careful. That happens. They do that so you can't just copy the answer down, right? So you have to actually know how you did it. Okay, and then the interest rate is 10%. Well, that interest rate sometimes we'll see what the question asks, but the interest rate has to do with this $20,000 because his opportunity cost on that $20,000 is 10%. He could be putting that in an investment that earns interest rate of 10%. That's what they're saying, right? So 10% of $20,000 is what? $200? My math is my off the top of my head math is correct. Okay. So given the current output level, what is the marginal cost? Well, the marginal cost is the change in total cost, right? Resulting from one more unit increase in output. So if he went to he's doing again the numbers are a little bit different because in the original question it was 500 lawns per year, but now it's 1,000 lawns per year. So if he went to 1,001 yards cut, right, the total cost will increase by 2 hours times the opportunity cost of his time, right? He's giving up 2 more hours. So again, his opportunity cost, he could be working as a podiatrist for $12 an hour. So his opportunity cost is $24. So that marginal cost of that next lawn that takes him 2 hours to do is $24 because he could be making $12 an hour as a podiatrist. Okay, so that's how you get that number. And then notice the marginal cost is constant. Total cost increases by 24 for each unit increase because it does because it takes him 2 hours to mow a lawn, right? So it doesn't matter how many lawns he mows. Every extra lawn he's giving up that $24 for those 2 hours, right? Because he could be doing podiatrist work for $12 an hour. Okay, so the average cost is what? Well, the average cost is going to be what? Let's see what so you get the total cost, right? That's how we get average cost. The total cost divided by the divided by however many you're doing, right? So you get the total cost equal to the variable cost plus the fixed costs. So your variable cost is equal to 2 hours, right, times 12. That's his variable cost. That's the marginal cost of the variable cost, right? The fixed cost is equal to the opportunity cost of the equipment, which is $20,000 multiplied by 10% in this case. Again, those are different, I think. Nope, that is actually the same. The interest rate in the original question is 10%, and they're worth $20,000. So 10% times $20,000 is what? I think I said $200 before. No, it's $2,000. 10% times $20,000 is $2,000, right? So his total cost of the 1,000th unit, because that's where we're at, right? That's what they're asking you to compute, right? So the total cost of the 1,000th unit is the variable cost plus the fixed cost, okay? So the total variable cost, right, is a constant. So every yard costs $24, right? And so at 1,000 yards, the total variable cost is going to be 24,000 plus the 2,000. So 26,000 divided by 1,000 is going to be 26. And so that should do it.